a much more quiet start to the day, but we do have another rainy day today. We're almost to the end of this messy pattern, though. I'll take you through it coming up.
Plus, flooding in Bibb County is leaving some people to pick up the pieces. What happened at one West Macon hotel? And the rain affecting the roads, and that means it's affecting schools, too. The latest on what Jones County says their students don't need to do today.
In just a few hours, thousands of people will be making their way to these fairgrounds, but before you arrive, there are some things that you need to know, and I'll tell you all about it in just a few minutes.
Good morning. You are looking live at the fairgrounds down in Perry. You can see it is definitely a foggy start to the day. It's 6:33, Thursday, October 7th. Happy opening day of the Georgia National Fair. Of course, Taylor's not the only one down there. Wanye Reese is down there this morning with a look at everything we need to know. Good morning, Wanye.
Well, good Thursday morning to you, Caitlin. It's absolutely electric. It feels good to be back here at the Georgia National Fair. As you can see, Mama Jane, she's back here whipping up some funnel cakes, and the grounds are very active with everybody getting ready for the first day of the fair. We're going to break down everything that you need to know. But let me tell you, Caitlin, this fog, you are not going to rain on this parade.
That's right. We are not letting it ruin our fair fun. Absolutely not. And Courtney, I know there's some rain chances for today, but you know what? Funnel cake tastes good in the rain, too.
That's right. It's always a good day for a funnel cake, rain or shine. And it is going to be a little bit on the rainy side today, but thankfully there is some good news. I don't anticipate today to be quite as messy as yesterday, and we could really use any kind of break we can get after the mess that was Wednesday. A couple of showers trying to push into parts of Macon and Dooley County for the start of the day. Otherwise, we are quiet. Like I said, we're just keeping an eye on this batch of rain down to our southwest to see if it holds together and rolls into our area. We traded a lot of the rain for fog this morning. We do in fact have some dense fog in parts of Houston County, which is probably what you were seeing behind Wanye this morning. And across the area, we're generally looking at over half a mile of visibility, with the exception of that one spot in Houston County where you could be experiencing less than a quarter mile of visibility. So just give yourself enough time this morning and enough space between you and the car in front of you. With the potential for more locally heavy downpours today, we do have that flash flood watch in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to take you through all the rain today and our last push in our rainy pattern tomorrow before a nice and well-deserved dry stretch. All those details are in a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. Well, people in central Georgia are still feeling the effects of all that rain and the rising water levels happening across our area. Some people at a West Macon hotel are now having to start from scratch and find a new place to stay. Water flooded the first floor rooms at the Economy Hotel, forcing evacuations. According to hotel management and the Macon Fire Department, this impacted 108 rooms with 2 to 4 people in each one. Many of them were forced to leave some of their things behind. Some people were able to get some of their money refunded, but just take a look. I mean, that is ankle deep water. According to fire marshals, it could be days before that parking lot finally dries up. Well, because of the heavy rain and flooding, kids in Jones County will not report to school today. Jones County Schools made that announcement yesterday, saying it's because several roads are not passable. Faculty and staff will still need to report to work at 9 this morning. And turning to the roads, we have a major highway closure to tell you about in Jones County. The Sheriff's Office says Eatonton Highway at the Putnam County line is closed at the bridge because of flooding. That's U.S. Highway 129. They posted this on Facebook around 4:30 this morning, saying to avoid that area if possible and find a different route right now. You'll also want to keep a lookout on the roads if you're driving through Crawford County this week. Flooding on Georgia 22 at Olive Grove Church Road has blocked all lanes in both directions. That's according to the Georgia Department of Transportation's West Central Twitter page. They say it's not expected to clear until noon on Saturday. Also, the GDOT page says the bridge on Georgia 22 at the Okahatchee Creek is closed until further notice. There's no word on when that is expected to clear, so they do ask that you find a different route. All right, you hear those carnival sounds, so that can only mean one thing. It is time to welcome back the Georgia National Fair. Can you tell we're excited? The 32nd annual event kicks off today after missing year 31 because of the pandemic. But it is safe to say the excitement is very real. We are continuing coverage this morning as our very own Wanye Reese is live from the fairgrounds with everything we need to know this morning. Parking, ticket prices, entertainment. Wanye, what do people need to know?
Yes, Caitlin, I'm going to go ahead and break it all down for you, but the excitement is real. Despite the gates not opening until 3 this afternoon, there's still a lot of activity that is out here. Now, earlier in the show, we introduced you to one of the vendors affectionately known as Mama Jane, and they're all here. They're ready for this big day. We all know what 2020 held as far as COVID-19 and how it impacted their business, but we're super excited for them and pumped in. Might have a little surprise for you a little bit later on in the show, but let's go ahead and get to the details that you care about the most. Now, parking won't cost you anything, but there are some rules you'll need to follow. General public parking and gate entrance will not be available at the South Gate lot. You will be able to park and enter through the west, north, and east parking lots and gates, though, although the fair will not allow traffic to enter the fairgrounds after 8:30 p.m. each night. So that'll be 8:30 p.m. each night. You will not be able to come here to the fair. But if you're already at the site, you will be able to buy a ticket and go ahead and enter. Now, it's time to get into the fair, and for that, you will definitely need some money in order to get in. So let's go ahead and take a look at some general admission prices and which it's going to cost you to get inside. The fair runs through October the 17th, and if you don't go on a discounted day, this is what you can expect to pay. For people 11 to 59, it's going to cost you $15 to go ahead and get in. Those 60 and up, it's only $10 for you to get in. And kids 10 and under, you get in for my favorite price, the free $99. I wonder if I could look like a 10-year-old possibly, so I can get in for free. But no, I'll go ahead and pay. I'm just joshing. Now, but good news, today is one of the discounted days, so those 11 and up all pay the same price. That's $10. Here's the other days you may pay less. Monday is Patriotic Day. I absolutely love that. Military and immediate family members, you get in for free. On Tuesday, those 11 and up all pay the same price. That's $10. Same for Wednesday. Now next Thursday, college students, it is your day. If you have a valid college ID, you only pay $10 to get in. And all my college students out there, I know sometimes we struggle a little bit, so take advantage of that day for sure. But what about the rides? That all costs you money as well. So armband days are probably music to your ears if you enjoy riding those rides, and there will be plenty of them this year. The fairground says they will be available today and tomorrow and Monday through Friday next week for $25. On the last day, the 17th, you can get one for $5 more, so that's going to run you about $30 there. But parking and ticket prices aren't the only thing that you need to know about before you go ahead and come out here to the fair. Before you go, around 6:45 a.m., our morning reporter Taylor Hicks, she is going to join us live to break down additional information that you need to know about before you go ahead and come out here to the fairgrounds. Now, once you're paid and you've gotten in the gate, the rides and the food aren't the only things you'll see at the fair. There's also plenty of entertainment. They got some music. So you'll be jamming and you'll be rocking out here. That includes free concerts at the Georgia National Stage. Here's a few you can check out. Today you can check out Gary Puckett and Union Gap. Saturday, you can take it easy with the Eagles tribute band, Hotel California. I'm sorry, I just had to say it all nice and smooth like that. Now next Wednesday will be easy like a Sunday morning when the Commodores take the stage. And next Thursday, the fair will heat up when 98 Degrees performs. These are just some of the performers' concerts will happen on each night that the fair is going. But if concerts aren't your thing, how about magic? This year, Mike Fuller, I like to call him Magic Mike, but he's known as Mike the Magician, marks 30 years of performing here at the Georgia National Fair. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. But you might be wondering, how did Mike get started doing magic? Now, I got the chance to speak with him earlier this week, and we had a very nice conversation about what led him to his passion. Now, at the age of 7, Mike says it was either taking piano lessons with his sister or doing magic. He went ahead and he picked magic. He says shows like The Magical Land of Alakazam, that was definitely before my time, library books, and a local trick shop in Macon also inspired him. Mike told me that magic helped him pay his bills, and he even appeared on 13 WMAZ back in the day, hosting the Magic Club. 6 decades after his start, Mike says his passion has not disappeared, and he is looking forward to the Georgia National Fair.
Some, a lot of the same things that I've always done. Some of the, I like to call them crowd favorites, but I'll also be doing some new things, a little different. Here again, because I'll be doing a lot of stuff that will not use people from the audience.
Now, Mike will open the curtain, weather permitting, this evening at 6 and 8 p.m. And that is a perfect segue. The time is now 6:42 a.m. to go to our morning meteorologist, Courtney Jacobazzi. Mike is hoping that he can perform this evening, Courtney. So is the weather going to be cooperating? But I'm pretty sure with his resume, he should be able to tell that
I was
himself,
going
right?
to say, Mike is a meteorologist
Yeah,
himself.
he'll
So
know.
I know he's been watching, but I know he's so excited to get going.
And all those vendors and the performers,
Right.
they've been off for a while. They are so excited to finally be back.
Right. I think that this year it's really going to bring the excitement. So, and good morning, Mike, if you are watching. I was just telling Caitlin watching that interview. I miss you, friend. I hope you're doing well. And I will come visit you at the fair and watch your show. All right, everybody. Well, it is a foggy morning out there, not the most beautiful start to the day. And we do have our rainy pattern still continuing today for the start of the fair. But of course, the fair, there's several days of it for you to enjoy. I know a lot of students, you're off next week, and thankfully, when it probably matters most, the weather looks better. 71 right now in the city of Perry. Here's the story for today. Gates open at 3 o'clock. A few storms will be possible at this time, and then we'll look ahead to maybe more of an isolated rain and storm chance as we head closer to sunset tonight. And we are going to pick back up our rain in the later evening hours. Either way, if you're heading out today, it doesn't look like it's going to be a washout like it has been the past couple of days, but just stay weather aware. You don't want to be going out and about when rain is coming down and storms are rolling through. So right now we're mainly quiet. A nice break. Look at the 48-hour rainfall totals we've seen. Over 11 inches of rain in some spots in parts of Bibb County, parts of Upson and Crawford County, up towards Jasper, Putnam, and Jones County as well. An incredible amount of rain, and that did lead to a lot of localized flash flooding. But also now look at our rivers. The Ocmulgee River at Macon in minor flood stage. It's going to peak on Friday at 22 feet before heading back down. Because of this, parts of Amerson River Park are closed. If you want those details, they're on 13WMAZ.com. Going further south, of course, because of the way the rivers flow, it's going to take a little while longer for the Ocmulgee and Abbeville to go into minor flood stage, but that will be on the way for next week. Now today, with the potential for more locally heavy downpours, that flash flood watch is still in effect until tonight. However, I do think our greatest chance for very heavy rain, like we've seen the past few days, is going to come beyond that. So for the day today, here's 3 o'clock. Again, a few scattered showers and storms. Not going to be a washout for the start of the fair, but we will have the chance for some heavier downpours. As we head into the later evening tonight, here's the last push of our rainy pattern. We're going to have a low follow down to our north and bring with it very heavy rain for the start of the day tomorrow. So we could pick up maybe an additional ½ an inch to an inch of rain as we head through today and tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, finally going to start to dry out. There might be a couple of scattered showers and storms around for the Friday night football games and if you're heading to the fair, but we do look a lot drier, and then that will be the case as we head into Saturday, maybe a stray shower for the start of the weekend, and then we are completely dry and will be warm Sunday through Wednesday of next week with temperatures staying in the upper 70s and low 80s.